projected 35% market growth in defense maritime logistics, disaster relief, and coastal security by Q4 2027. An overview of Yulan's strategic positioning. Executive Summary. The upcoming years forecast a substantial growth of approximately 35% across four crucial sectors: defense maritime logistics, disaster relief, and coastal security by Q4 2027. This expansion is driven by technological advancements, increasing geopolitical threats, and a rising demand for effective security measures. Amid this competitive landscape, Yulans is strategically positioning itself against dominant players like Lockheed Martin and BAE Systems, aiming to leverage innovation and adapt to evolving market needs. Sectoral Analysis. Defense Sector Overview. The U.S. defense market is poised for significant growth, expected to rise by $169.43 billion from 2024 to 2028, with a compound annual growth rate (CAGR) of 4.91%. The surge in demand for unmanned aerial vehicles (UAVs) and advancements in artificial intelligence are pivotal to this growth. Key competitors, including Lockheed Martin, BAE Systems, and Northrop Grumman, are intensifying their efforts in response to expanding military budgets and shifting security requirements. However, the industry faces challenges such as skilled labor shortages that could impede further advancements. Key drivers: increased military budgets, demand for advanced technologies, particularly UAVs and AI, evolving security needs against a backdrop of growing international tensions. Maritime security insights. The global maritime security market is projected to reach approximately $38 billion by 2027, with North America leading the way. Factors such as rising piracy incidents and a greater emphasis on port security are contributing to this expansion. Notably, security solutions account for over 60% of total maritime security demand. The oil and gas sector remains the largest end user, reflecting the critical need for robust maritime safety measures. Key applications: security management, over 40% of the maritime security market share. Port and critical infrastructure security, more than 1/3 of market valuation. Disaster relief and coastal security. While specific data for disaster relief was less emphasized, trends in defense and maritime security indicate a growing focus on integrated systems to address both natural disasters and security threats. Coastal security is increasingly recognized as a vital aspect of national defense strategies, underlining the interconnected nature of these sectors. Yulan's strategic positioning. In the face of intense competition from established players like Lockheed Martin and BAE Systems, Yulans is adopting a multifaceted strategy to carve out its niche. This involves 1. Technological innovation. Yulans is focusing on developing cutting-edge solutions that cater to the evolving demands of security and efficiency in defense and maritime operations. 2. Market adaptability. By closely monitoring market trends and customer needs, Yulans aims to offer tailored solutions that align with the projected growth in the four sectors. 3. Collaboration and partnerships. Yulans is likely to engage in strategic partnerships to enhance its capabilities and expand its reach within the global market. Common key points across sectors. All sectors are experiencing growth fueled by technological advancements and increasing security threats. North America remains the dominant force in both defense and maritime security markets. Established companies lead the competitive landscape, highlighting the necessity for innovative strategies from emerging players like Yulans. Differences in sector insights. While the defense sector emphasizes technological innovations and military expenditures, the maritime security insights focus on the rising incidence of piracy and the critical need for enhanced infrastructure security. The lack of detailed projections for disaster relief suggests that this area is still evolving. Timeline of anticipated events. 2023 Current market analysis sets the foundation for projected growth. 2024 to 2028, anticipated period of significant growth across all four sectors with specific dollar growth estimates. 2027, expected culmination of growth with markets reaching projected valuations and intensified competition among key players. Conclusion. The projected expansion across the defense, maritime, logistics, disaster relief, and coastal security sectors underscores a strategic shift towards investments and innovations that address emerging threats and technological advancements. Companies like Yulans with adaptive strategies and a focus on technological innovation are well positioned to thrive in this rapidly evolving landscape. As these sectors continue to grow, the ability to respond to changing market dynamics will be crucial for sustained success. The projected 35% market growth in the defense, maritime, logistics, disaster relief, and coastal security sectors by Q4 2027 highlights several counterintuitive insights regarding this expansion, particularly concerning the competitive landscape, occupational challenges, and the interplay between technological advancements and security threats. 1. Competitive landscape, the rise of new entrants. While companies like Lockheed Martin and BAE Systems are established leaders in the defense and maritime security markets, the growth projection suggests a potential shift in competitiveness. Yulans, a relatively newer player, is positioning itself strategically to challenge these giants. This raises a counterintuitive consideration. The market's rapid growth may not solely benefit the established firms but could also create substantial opportunities for new entrants. Often established companies are perceived as the primary beneficiaries of market growth, however, this situation indicates that nimble, innovative companies can leverage emerging technologies and market dynamics to carve out significant market shares. 2. Labor shortages versus technological advancements. The defense sector is experiencing a paradox where a shortage of skilled labor is combined with rapid technological advancements, particularly in unmanned aerial vehicles (UAVs) and artificial intelligence (AI). This situation is counterintuitive because one would expect that increased automation and technological reliance would lessen the demand for skilled labor. Instead, the growth in these technologies necessitates a highly skilled workforce capable of operating, maintaining, and innovating these advanced systems. This dual challenge may hinder growth if companies cannot attract and retain talent, suggesting that simply investing in technology won't suffice without addressing workforce development. 3. Demand for maritime security driven by rising piracy. The maritime security market's growth is significantly driven by an increase in piracy incidents, which might seem counterintuitive in a world increasingly focused on advanced technologies and globalization. One would expect that the global push for security in the maritime sector would primarily stem from advanced threats such as cyber attacks or sophisticated military engagements. However, the resurgence of traditional piracy underscores a complex reality. As global trade expands, so does the vulnerability of maritime routes. This highlights a critical need for security solutions that may not be solely high-tech but also involve traditional protective measures and local engagement strategies, indicating a nuanced approach to security that blends both old and new paradigms. 4. Interconnected growth of disaster relief and security. The projected growth across disaster relief and coastal security sectors illustrates an interconnectedness that may not be immediately apparent. While disaster relief is typically viewed as a response to natural calamities, the increasing focus on integrated systems for defense and maritime security implies that investments in these areas will simultaneously bolster disaster response capabilities. This counterintuitive relationship suggests that stakeholders in defense and maritime logistics must also consider their roles in humanitarian efforts, indicating that the sectors are not isolated but rather part of a broader ecosystem where security and relief efforts intersect. 5. North America's dominance versus global market dynamics. North America's dominance in both the defense and maritime security markets might lead one to assume that this trend will continue indefinitely. However, the projected growth rates indicate that while North America currently leads, other regions, particularly Asia-Pacific, are poised for significant advancements. This could counterintuitively challenge the notion that North America will maintain its supremacy, especially as regions invest heavily in developing their defense and maritime capabilities. The rising competition may force North American companies to adapt and innovate more rapidly than anticipated to retain their market positions. 6. The role of technological innovation in market dynamics. While technological innovation is generally viewed as a driver of market growth, the implications of this trend can be counterintuitive. As companies like Yulans introduce new technologies, they may inadvertently increase market fragmentation and competition. Instead of a few large players dominating the market, the entry of innovative technologies could lead to a more diverse range of solutions and providers. This diversification might result in a competitive landscape where traditional players are pressured to innovate continuously, potentially leading to a race to the bottom in terms of pricing and profit margins. 7. Evolving threats and the need for adaptive strategies. As the report indicates, the evolving nature of threats, from piracy to cyber warfare, demands adaptive strategies that may not align with traditional defense paradigms. This situation is counterintuitive because one might expect that established military strategies and technologies would suffice. However, the need for agile responses to a variety of threats necessitates a re-evaluation of both operational strategies and business models in these sectors. Companies must be prepared to pivot quickly and adopt a mindset that embraces change rather than relying solely on historical methods of defense and security. Conclusion. The projected 35% market growth in the defense, maritime, logistics, disaster relief, and coastal security sectors by Q4 2027 reveals a complex interplay of factors that challenge conventional wisdom. The rise of new entrants like Yulans, the paradox of labor shortages in an age of automation, the resurgence of piracy, and the interconnected nature of security and disaster relief all suggest that stakeholders must navigate a rapidly evolving landscape. The dominance of North America may be challenged by global dynamics, and the very nature of technological innovation could lead to market fragmentation rather than consolidation. As threats evolve, so too must the strategies and approaches of companies operating within these critical sectors, underscoring the necessity for adaptability and foresight in a changing world. The report on the projected 35% market growth in the defense, maritime, logistics, disaster relief, and coastal security sectors by Q4 2027 is rich with insights that could easily be overlooked, yet those insights hold significant implications for stakeholders and market players like Yulans, particularly against established giants like Lockheed Martin and BAE Systems. Here are key overlooked content areas and their significance. 1. Shortage of skilled labor in defense. While the report mentions a shortage of skilled labor as a challenge to sustaining growth in the defense sector, it fails to elaborate on the potential long-term ramifications of this issue. The defense industry is heavily reliant on highly specialized skills, particularly in emerging technologies such as unmanned aerial vehicles (UAVs) and artificial intelligence (AI). Significance: the labor shortage may hinder innovation and slow down the pace at which new technologies can be developed and deployed. Companies trying to compete in this space, such as Yulans, must invest in workforce development and training programs to ensure they have the necessary talent to leverage growth opportunities effectively. Furthermore, a sustained labor shortage could lead to increased costs, as companies may need to pay premium wages or invest more in automation technologies, impacting profit margins. 2. Integration of disaster relief and coastal security with defense. The report implies a growing emphasis on integrated systems that can respond to both natural disasters and security threats, but does not delve into the implications of this convergence. The overlapping nature of these sectors could create new market opportunities for companies capable of offering comprehensive solutions. Significance: this integration can lead to the development of multifunctional systems that are more efficient and cost-effective. For Yulans, leveraging this trend could mean positioning themselves as a leader in developing integrated systems that support both disaster relief and coastal security, thereby capturing a broader market share. Ignoring this trend could result in a narrow focus that misses out on cross-sector opportunities. 3. Technological trends and competitive landscape. The report highlights advancements in technology as a driver for growth but does not discuss how these technologies could reshape the competitive landscape. For instance, rapid advancements in AI and automation can provide smaller firms like Yulans with tools to compete more effectively against larger incumbents. Significance: companies that can quickly adopt and integrate advanced technologies will not only enhance their operational efficiencies but also deliver innovative solutions that can disrupt traditional business models. This is particularly critical in sectors like defense and maritime logistics, where the speed of technological change can determine market leadership. Yulans must prioritize R&D and strategic partnerships to harness these advancements and differentiate itself from competitors. 4. Geopolitical implications of market growth. The report does not address the geopolitical factors that may influence market growth, particularly in defense and maritime sectors. Issues such as rising global tensions, piracy, and climate change are likely to drive demand for security solutions. Significance: understanding the geopolitical landscape is crucial for strategic planning and risk management. For Yulans, this could mean adapting their strategies to align with national security objectives and international partnerships. Ignoring these factors may lead to misalignment with market needs, potentially jeopardizing growth opportunities. 5. Role of North America as a market leader. While the report notes North America's dominance in both the defense and maritime security markets, it does not explore the implications of this dominance for global competition. The concentration of resources, talent, and technology in North America may create barriers for international competitors. Significance: for Yulans, understanding the North American market's dynamics is essential for strategic targeting. The company may consider expanding its operations or partnerships in this region to leverage the existing demand and competitive advantages. Additionally, engaging in lobbying or partnerships with government entities could enhance their position in this lucrative market. 6. Environmental considerations in coastal security. The report touches on coastal security but does not highlight the growing importance of environmental considerations such as climate change and its impact on coastal areas. Significance: as coastal security becomes increasingly intertwined with environmental protection, there is a burgeoning market for solutions that address both security and sustainability. Yulans can capitalize on this trend by developing technologies that not only secure coastal areas but also protect marine ecosystems, thereby appealing to environmentally conscious clients and stakeholders. 7. Investment in infrastructure security. The report indicates that port and critical infrastructure security represents a significant portion of maritime security demand but doesn't detail the implications of underinvestment in these areas. Significance: as global trade continues to expand, the security of ports and supply chains becomes paramount. By emphasizing investments in infrastructure security, Yulans can position itself as a critical player in safeguarding these vital assets, creating opportunities for long-term contracts and partnerships with governments and private enterprises. 8. Market fragmentation and opportunity for small players. The report notes that the market structure is fragmented. Yet it does not elaborate on the opportunities this fragmentation presents for smaller players like Yulans. Significance: a fragmented market often allows nimble companies to innovate and capture niche segments that larger players may overlook. Yulans can leverage its agility to offer specialized solutions tailored to specific client needs, thereby carving out a unique market position. This strategy can help the company grow without directly competing with larger firms on all fronts. Conclusion: the report presents a promising outlook for market growth in the defense, maritime logistics, disaster relief, and coastal security sectors by 2027. However, several critical elements, such as labor shortages, geopolitical factors, technological trends, and environmental considerations, are easily overlooked yet hold significant implications for strategic positioning. For Yulans, Recognizing and addressing these nuances will be essential in navigating a competitive landscape dominated by industry giants like Lockheed Martin and BAE Systems. By strategically aligning its capabilities with emerging market demands and trends, Yulans can enhance its competitiveness and capture growth opportunities in these expanding sectors. 1. Projected market growth and economic implications. The anticipated 35% growth across the defense, maritime, logistics, disaster relief, and coastal security sectors by Q4 2027 signifies a robust expansion driven by technological advancements and rising global threats. This growth not only highlights the increasing investment in security measures but also suggests a transformation in market dynamics where companies must adapt to the evolving landscape. The projected $169.43 billion growth in the U.S. defense market alone underscores the significance of military modernization and innovation, especially in unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, and AI technologies. Understanding the economic implications of this growth is crucial for stakeholders in these sectors, as it may influence budget allocations, research and development priorities, and strategic partnerships. 2. Technological advancements as a growth driver. The integration of advanced technologies, particularly AI and UAVs, plays a pivotal role in shaping the future of the defense sector. These innovations not only enhance operational efficiency but also address complex security challenges. The competition among major players like Lockheed Martin and BAE Systems is intensifying as these companies invest in R&D to develop cutting-edge solutions. This technological arms race will likely dictate the market leadership in the coming years, forcing companies to stay ahead of trends and invest in continuous innovation. An analysis of how these technological advancements are being leveraged across the sectors can provide insights into future trends and potential disruptions. 3. North America's dominance in maritime security. North America's position as a leader in the global maritime security market, projected to reach approximately $38 billion by 2027, reflects the region's strategic emphasis on enhancing maritime safety amid rising piracy and threats to critical infrastructure. With over 60% of the demand coming from security solutions, companies are increasingly focusing on port security and risk management. The dominance of the oil and gas industry as a key end user emphasizes the need for robust maritime security measures. Analyzing the factors contributing to North America's market leadership, including regulatory frameworks, technological adoption, and collaborative efforts among stakeholders, will provide a comprehensive understanding of the maritime security landscape. For strategic positioning of Yulans against competitors. Yulan's strategic positioning in the competitive landscape against established firms like Lockheed Martin and BAE Systems is critical for its growth trajectory. By focusing on technological innovations and adapting to market demands, Yulans aims to carve out a niche in sectors experiencing significant growth. The challenges posed by a shortage of skilled labor in the defense industry further complicate this positioning, as companies must also invest in workforce development. A detailed exploration of Yulan's strategies, including partnerships, market penetration tactics, and focus areas, will reveal how it plans to differentiate itself and compete effectively in a crowded market. Understanding these strategies will be essential for stakeholders assessing potential investment opportunities or partnerships in the evolving industry landscape. 1. The Cold War arms race, 1947 to 1991. The Cold War era was marked by significant military buildup and technological advancements in defense systems between the United States and the Soviet Union. Both nations invested heavily in developing nuclear arsenals, advancing missile technology, and enhancing military capabilities. This competition not only impacted global defense strategies but also spurred innovation in various military technologies, including radar, satellite systems, and stealth technology. The Cold War ultimately reshaped international relations and led to the establishment of various defense treaties and agreements aimed at arms control. 2. The maritime security operations following 9/11-2001 present. After the September 11 attacks, the United States and its allies significantly increased investments in maritime security to prevent terrorism and other threats. The implementation of the Maritime Transportation Security Act in 2002 in the U.S. led to enhanced security measures at ports and along coastlines. This included the establishment of the Transportation Security Administration (TSA) and initiatives like the Container Security Initiative (CSI) to screen cargo containers before they reach U.S. ports. The focus on maritime security has since expanded globally, with nations investing in advanced surveillance patrolling technologies and cybersecurity measures to protect their maritime interests. 3. Hurricane Katrina and the evolution of disaster relief. 2005. The response to Hurricane Katrina in 2005 highlighted significant deficiencies in disaster relief coordination and preparedness in the United States. The federal, state, and local responses were criticized for being slow and ineffective, leading to widespread chaos and suffering. In the aftermath, the U.S. government and various organizations re-evaluated their disaster response strategies, leading to the establishment of the National Response Framework and improvements in emergency management protocols. This case underscored the importance of integrated systems for disaster relief, prompting investments in technology and training for future disaster responses and influencing policies across the globe regarding disaster preparedness and coordination. The future outlook for the defense, maritime logistics, disaster relief, and coastal security sectors is poised for significant growth. With an overall projection of approximately 35% market expansion by Q4 2027. This growth is largely fueled by rapid technological advancements, increased global threats, and a heightened focus on security measures across various industries. Defense sector projections. The U.S. defense market is expected to see a remarkable increase of $169.43 billion from 2024 to 2028, driven by a compound annual growth rate (CAGR) of 4.91%. The demand for unmanned aerial vehicles (UAVs) and the integration of artificial intelligence (AI) and defense technologies are central to this growth. Major players such as Lockheed Martin, BAE Systems, and Northrop Grumman are expected to intensify competition, particularly as military budgets continue to rise amidst evolving security challenges. However, a shortage of skilled labor may hinder sustained growth in this sector. Maritime security insights. The global maritime security market is projected to reach approximately $38 billion by 2027. With North America leading this segment. The increase in piracy incidents and the need for enhanced marine safety measures are major factors driving this growth. Security solutions, which comprise over 60% of total maritime security demand, will see significant investments directed towards port and critical infrastructure security. The oil and gas industry remains the largest end user, underscoring the heightened need for robust maritime security solutions. Disaster relief and coastal security trends. While specific data regarding disaster relief is less detailed, the interconnectedness of defense and maritime security suggests a growing emphasis on integrated systems capable of responding effectively to both natural disasters and security threats. Coastal security is increasingly recognized as a vital component of national defense strategies, reflecting the evolving landscape of these sectors. Strategic positioning of Yulans. As established global competitors like Lockheed Martin and BAE Systems dominate the market, Yulans is strategically positioning itself to leverage technological innovations and adapt to the changing demands for security and efficiency. This approach is crucial given the projected market expansions and the dynamic nature of military and maritime security. Key trends and implications. 1. Technological advancements. The integration of AI, machine learning, and advanced robotics is set to transform the defense landscape, enabling faster and more effective responses to emerging threats. 2. Increased investment in security. As global instability rises, nations are expected to allocate more resources toward defense and maritime security, leading to a competitive environment for companies involved in these sectors. 3. Collaborative efforts. There will likely be an increase in public-private partnerships to enhance capabilities in disaster relief and coastal security, focusing on resilience and rapid response mechanisms. 4. Regulatory changes. Governments may introduce new regulations and standards to address the growing threats in maritime and coastal environments, impacting market dynamics and compliance requirements for companies. 5. Labor market challenges. The anticipated shortage of skilled labor in the defense sector may create bottlenecks, prompting companies to invest in training and development programs to cultivate a skilled workforce. Conclusion. The projected growth across the defense, maritime logistics, disaster relief, and coastal security sectors signals a strategic shift towards investing in innovative technologies and adaptive strategies. Companies like Yulans must navigate the competitive landscape carefully, capitalizing on emerging opportunities while addressing the challenges posed by labor shortages and regulatory changes. As these sectors evolve, the need for effective security measures will continue to shape their growth trajectories, confirming the importance of agility and foresight in a rapidly changing environment.